What's up everyone, and welcome back to Top 5 Central. Today we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 most embarrassing fails caught on live TV. Now don't forget, if you want to enter this week's giveaway, all you have to do is simply be subscribed to our channel. As well, make sure you leave a comment letting us know you want to be entered in. It's super easy, fast, and 100% free, so why not do it? Also, if we can get 5,000 likes on this video, that'd be absolutely amazing, but with that said, let's get right into it. Number 10. Letitia Dress Split. Letitia Grace is a singer and TV star from Wales, and this year she was on the UK edition of Big Brother. Accompanying the main show is a side show called Big Brother's Bit on the side, and it's basically where interviews are held with the housemates after they're evicted and all of the news from the day is talked about. When Letitia Grace was evicted from the house and then interviewed on the show, the host asked her to show off what real twerking was. Unfortunately for her, things went a little bit wrong and her dress split open mid-twerk, and it basically revealed her butt for all to see. I gotta admit though, this one was seriously hilarious. Number 9. Dutch TV reporter falls in river. When you're doing TV on set, pretty much anything can go wrong, and unfortunately sometimes it does. At least that's what this Dutch TV reporter found out when she fell straight into a river off of a boat while conducting an interview. I mean, she only has herself to blame though. After she asks her first question, she decides to lean back on the edge of an open portion of the boat's protective railing and then tries to grab onto what looks to be like a bit of string to steady herself. Well, obviously the string gave way and then she went straight into the river. Luckily, the reporter knew how to swim and they were able to get her out of water. On top of that being super embarrassing, the guy holding the microphone actually tried to use it to get her out, and honestly, that's just so funny to me.
Het paasevenement van Nederland georganiseerd. Zeelkampen. Burgemeester, wat is er nou zo bijzonder aan Zeelkampen?
Als je de mooiste... Jongens, dat gaat niet goed. Deze kant op. Nee. Probeer.
Number 8. Serene Branson stroke. For those tuning into the Grammys back in 2011, the night was going to turn into a huge celebration, but ended up getting a surprisingly strange live broadcast from the reporter Serene Branson. She gets her first few words out fine, but then things start to go really wrong. It's like she can't get any of her words out properly. Her speech becomes mumbled and doesn't make any sense at all. It actually turns out that the reporter had experienced a stroke live on TV and it was stopping her from thinking straight. Now fortunately, she was given the appropriate medical aid and was fine afterwards, leaving the event as just another embarrassing TV moment.
With highlights and backstage coverage we're seeing for the very first time. Serene.
Well, a very heavy debatation tonight. We had a very Darrison, but let's go to Terrace and for the bit. They have the pit. Very Darrison, but let's go to Terrace and for the bit. They have the pit.
Number 7. The wrong Miss Universe. The Miss Universe contest is a yearly competition that gets a lot of press, although last year's competition got a ton of attention for all the wrong reasons. Steve Harvey, the presenter of the show, announced Miss Colombia as the winner of the Miss Universe title, but in actual fact, it was Miss Philippines who had won. When Steve Harvey realized he had got it all wrong, the stage turned into one of the most awkward broadcasts ever. I mean, you gotta feel bad for Miss Colombia. Steve Harvey is just such a funny guy to look at though, and his reaction to it is just priceless.
I have to apologize. The first runner-up is Colombia.
Number 6. Condor takes over hockey game. During a Bakersfield Condor game, a singer was singing the national anthem, and at the same time a condor had been released so that it could stand around and look majestic. Unfortunately, it didn't really look majestic as the bird had other ideas. It jumped off its handler's arm and started sliding around on the icy floor, and the handler was having a really hard time trying to get it back again. The condor ended up flying off into the stands and everything, just keeping away from the handler until it eventually flew down the tunnel to the locker room and got caught. I mean, seriously, you can't make these things up.
Condor's down. The bird's going over to the condor.
The Birdman was bringing the bird out to put him at the perch. Look at the Condors players are getting away from him. Look at him. Oh, there he goes up on the bench.
I love it.
Oh my God.
This is the greatest.
Oh my gosh.
The bird's going down.
He's down the tunnel.
Number 5. Sky News reporter falls over. Nick Collins is a sports reporter for Sky News in the UK. During a broadcast about the England football team, the reporter just sort of fell over. Like, one moment he was on camera and the next moment he had just dropped away. Nick was alright in the end and the broadcast eventually resumed, but that won't take away his embarrassment at literally falling over while standing still on live national television.
Michael Carrick probably having to wait till the second half at least, but he's a man in form. He was man of the match here at the Community Shield game.
Now, that's the kind of thing that you hope never happens to you on live television. But it obviously happened to Nick there. We shall go back to Wembley just as...
Number 4. Reporter hit by skateboard. A reporter called Mike Amal from Channel 7 News in America was running a report on skate parks in the country when out of nowhere, a skateboard came flying out of the park and whacked him on the back of the head. You know, I'm not really sure what was more embarrassing about this one. The fact that they played